Hi everybody, it's Andy Rose here from Snow Camps Europe, and in this video we are bringing you possibly the most technical advanced ski socks you would have ever seen. These things are going to be an absolute game changer.
Including game-changing news.
This is possibly the biggest innovation in the ski industry wearable market since the carving ski. Before we get into the video, I do need to tell you I'm not being paid to make this video. However, I have received 3 pairs of the socks from the people behind these socks, who at the moment I can't name because they're still in the prototype and testing phase. But these socks are going to change the way you ski. They are going to change the way you carve. I've actually had to sign a secrecy agreement. There are certain things I can tell you about these socks and certain things I can't tell you about these socks. But I have been asked by the company behind them to test them and to give you some information for when the socks do launch in November 2024. So at the moment they're still in the test phase, and they are going to be pitched as carving socks because these socks are going to infinitely change the way you carve the ski. If you are someone who can't carve, you are going to find carving easier, and if you are someone who can carve, you're going to be able to carve the most extreme turn using these socks. So I have to be careful with what I say, and I can't actually show you the socks that I'm wearing, but I can give you some of the detail. So these socks are what you would expect from any high-performance technical ski sock. They've got the different zones on the socks for comfort. So you've got your toe box is stitched slightly different to the heel. There is cushioning on the shin. There are ankle zones. There is a zone under the arch of the foot for support. And then there is more elastication, if that's even a word, over the top of the foot. But what makes these skis so special and very different is the technology that comes with the sock. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm allowed to call the technology shims. And I'm allowed to tell you that with each pair of socks, you will get 3 pairs of different sized shims. Now, these shims are positioned under the foot, attached to the sock. And depending on which shim you use or which combination, because they're all different sizes and different slight thicknesses, will depend on the outcome of the carve or the edge angle you're able to achieve. So these shims attach to the sock in certain zones. Now, I'm not able to tell you where under the foot they attach because this is all part of the kind of the trademark paint and licensing issues process that they're going through at the moment. Once this is all protected, then obviously you're going to be able to see it, feel it, touch it in the shops and go and get yourself some of these socks. But at the moment, still very much in the R&D phase. But as I say, I've been asked to ski in them and test them and give feedback on how they feel. Now, one thing people who I've spoken to about this ask is, can you not feel these shims under the socks? Well, when you first put your boot on, you're aware that something is there because the sock feels slightly different. But once you start skiing, after about 10-15 minutes, that feeling goes away. Oh, I nearly fell over. That feeling goes away. And then you start to feel the benefit of this technology that's in the socks. So, as I say, these shims are varying sizes. You get 3 pairs, and you can mix and match in each boot on each sock, and the sock has specific zones where the shims can be placed, and it's like a very light Velcro fitting, but it also sinks into the pile of the socks, and this is why it is so comfortable. The results I've had with carving in these is it's instant. Now, I can carve a ski. I'm not a hip to the ground skier like your Jerry Tumbas or your Riley McGlashan or Mr. Big Picture Skiing, Tom Gilly, I can't remember. But I can carve a ski. But with these socks on, I tell you, it is unreal. It's insane the feeling you get. Now, how it works is these shims are placed to basically tilt your foot out slightly, which means when you tilt your foot in, you get a much more extreme, earlier edge. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Now, some people have said, is this not like canting a boot? Is it not like canting the sole of a boot, changing the shaft of a boot? Well, yes, it is. However, you don't need to do that. So you don't need to go and visit a boot fitter and have your boots set up in a particular way. You can do it at home yourself by just moving these shims around into the different zones. Go for a ski, try it out, nip into the restaurant, switch them around again, go back out and see which works for you. And you will feel an instant benefit. So I can't really tell you much more than that, folks, but the carving sock, that's what we're calling them at the moment, but it is going to have like an actual name, a brand marketing name, when they are released for sale in November. But at the moment we're calling them the carving sock because they are going to infinitely change the way you carve a ski. I can tell you that we have 3 sets of shims that you can put under the socks in the different zones, and that the results I have felt instantly are absolutely amazing. These are going to hit the shops November 2024, and you would be a fool not to go and buy a pair straight away. It's Andy for Snowcamp Short saying bye for now.
I know they're just ski socks, but they feel really great. I keep going for them out of the mixture of socks I've got, so there must be something good about them. Thanks for doing that.